time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it is? You know what time it's time for Straight Shoot. Hey, look, the clip full and we shooting it straight. Everybody tuned in, can't wait to 8. Break fast, this podcast is one for the books. If you think the verse clean, watch out for the hook. Freeze, I heard Keys gon' spark that tip. With Lean and Frank G, you know they talk that shit. John Q and Dre know exactly what to say. The code is backcourt since Steph and Clay. Straight Shootin'. Subscribe, like, and share. We on every platform. I promise we everywhere. Straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting.
Hey.
What up? What up, fuckers? Welcome to Str8 Shoot'N, you bastards.
Keys got me having her shit. Broke shit at that. Welcome to the #1 podcast in the city of Detroit. The Str8 Shoot'N podcast is in the motherfucking building.
In this hot ass building. It's hot as fuck up in here.
It's hot as fuck right now.
Damn, nuts on fire.
Right. We about to beat that fresh ball spray in a minute.
For real?
Because it is hot in the motherfucker.
Sheesh.
I am DR motherfucking E.
John Q and this bitch, what up?
Frank G.
This your girl Keys. What's up, Detroit?
And we were supposed to have guest comedian Shawnee D in the building. She has not gotten here yet. So if she get here before, the show gets over, we'll...
Yeah, she on legend time and
right,
shit.
She on legend time, so... We'll get
She
to
didn't
it
get her retainer. She ain't get her deposit. She ain't,
Right. So, we'll see. But in the meanwhile, how was y'all weekends?
So I'll go first. This weekend, I pretty much... Oh, shout out to my best friend. Her son's birthday party was this weekend, CJ.
Okay.
So we did that, and then my son went to a sleepover, and then I took my daughter... because she was mad because she couldn't go because the sleepover was an all-boys sleepover. So I took my daughter to go see that movie, Smile.
Oh, that scary movie?
It was actually, y'all know they don't make movies scary.
Right.
This was actually fucking scary.
Was it?
It was creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, like it actually was good. Like I was surprised because I thought it was gonna be stupid. I'm
So
like, this shit gonna
it's
be
worth
stupid.
to go to at least a matinee or something.
Yeah, it's worth going. Yeah, for sure. I
Okay.
thought it was gonna be stupid. I did not want to go see that movie. I'm like, I don't want to go see this. She begged to go see it. And I actually was shocked. I'm like, oh, okay, this is,
I might have to go check that shit out.
I definitely recommend anybody that's interested in seeing it, go give it a try because it's actually good.
Okay.
I would have rather have seen Jeepers Creepers, but I'm glad I did see that movie.
Oh, it's a new Jeepers Creepers?
I knew Jeepers Creepers
I ain't even
was
heard
out.
shit about that.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't know either until I went to the movies. So,
okay.
yeah, I pretty much did that. So, basically, I was in a lot of pain this weekend. So, last year, wintertime, I fell down the stairs. And I remember when I fell down the stairs, my ankle had
Yeah, I was gonna say you
cracked.
did.
Remember I was
You
telling
fucked your
that?
ankle up or something. Yeah.
So, remember my ankle was bothering me for a long time, but then when the summertime hit, it just stopped and everything was normal. As soon as the weather broke, my ankle was back hurting as if I
It's
fell down the
arthritis,
stairs.
probably.
Yeah, you
it's
arthritis
probably
and
some
arthritis.
arthritis.
Yeah, my shit hurting so bad. It feels like as if the first day when I fell.
Yeah.
When you got arthritis, because I got that shit in damn near all over my damn body. But when it get cold, that shit start
You
tightening
might have
up.
tore your ligaments.
Something.
And believe it or
something's
not,
hurting bad.
I
And
did that.
believe it or not, like a place like Arizona, like Nevada, since they don't have all that humidity in the air and shit, is actually kind of better on your ligaments and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I look forward to going to Africa next week because I'm wondering, is the pain gonna stop when I get over there?
What country y'all going to?
Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Make sure you take pictures.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. I was gonna get a Str8 Shoot'N shirt made and take a mic over there and but use my phone.
Right.
People
Yeah,
give
that'd be
Str8
sweet.
Shoot'N a shout out.
That'd
Okay.
be sweet.
No,
Hell
it's going to take years to heal. I tore both my ankle ligaments in both my ankles skating. One of them, it took a year and a half. I couldn't skate, but then I started skating with a brace. And the only reason it healed is because we had that year off during the pandemic.
You
Now
was
it
able to-
feels,
yeah.
now I don't feel no pain. If we didn't take that year off, it still probably hurt.
Right.
Shit.
I'm gonna
a
get my
hooper,
shit
so
checked out.
I'm a hooper, and I be still having problems with my ankles
Yeah.
from me twisting my shit,
I
dunking
tore
on
my
motherfuckers and
meniscus
all
in my
that.
knee, and that shit
Yeah.
still ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was about it. What
Okay.
about you?
My man, I actually, well, it wasn't so much. It did. Well, I guess it was kind of the weekend. It started on Thursday, but I went to the Taste of Black Spirits event Thursday and Friday. Thursday it was a panel with a few people, different people in the spirit industry, you know, throughout the country. If y'all don't, you know, for those listening, think I'm talking about ghosts and shit. I ain't talking about no fucking ghosts. I'll talk about liquor. So,
Man.
But yeah, it was real informative, and I got a lot of information. Then Saturday, the actual event itself was at the Garden Theater, and it was real nice, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of influential people in the city was there. I kicked it with former Lion Gray Herman Moore. We chopped it up, and then I chopped it up with my man Daniel Bellamy from Power. Y'all know who played Zeke in Power.
Yeah.
So, we chopped it up, and it was a few people, man. It was real nice. It was a nice event by me having my own spirit. You know, I got a lot of information and valuable input, and a lot of stuff that could be able to help me in the future. So
That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Saturday I was over my daughter's house. We went over there for a minute, and then Sunday my wife cooked. She usually cook Sunday dinner, so all my kids and the grandkids come over. So they was over there Sunday. And that was it after that. You know, I ain't really do nothing else.
Sounds like you had a good productive weekend.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
What about you, Q?
Shit, man. I had a actual first fitness conference Saturday. That went pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I met a few people and stuff like that. That's from different parts of the state and stuff like that.
Okay.
The actual CEO of the actual company where I get all the supplements and stuff like that from.
Right.
So it was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to, like I said, kick it with a lot of people and stuff. And what else I do? Watched, of course, the sorry ass Lions do some lion shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how in the hell?
Watching them.
I mean, because I'm a football fan, so you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to be honest with you, it's like they always find some kind of way to break a fucking new record. Like, for example, they got like the number one offense, but then they got the shittiest defense. So it's like, they just can't never get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, they didn't let people down again. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick.
Yep.
Like every time October come around, they season is done. So other than that, you know, watch that shit. I went out to eat. Yeah,
I
go
mean
ahead.
to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll let you finish. But what's funny about that shit? So at that event I was at, right? So I don't even want to put him on blast, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm talking with him more. I'm like, man, you need to. You should be a part of that organization. He like, nah, man, they too dysfunctional.
Man.
So if you got a former great player that please play for you telling you that.
Yeah, so that goes back to the ownership then, man. I mean, because if you're not taking care of your actual legends and your greats and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's terrible. Like every other organization I know take care of they older players and they legends and shit. You know what I'm saying? But as we see, you know, they keep on shitting over they fucking players. You know what I'm saying? They legends and shit like that, and it's like. That's why y'all ain't never gonna be shit. But other than that, man, I did go out to eat, and then what else I do? That was really about it, man. What about you, Frank, man? You got to skate your ass off again?
I didn't do shit.
No?
I didn't skate this weekend.
Okay.
I didn't do shit. Thursday, did our spot.
Yeah, okay.
Dre was there.
Yeah.
You know it was lit.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Flappers. Look, you got to come through to the livest comedy show, and Dre will attest to this. You see the craziest shit in our room, 722 Southfield Road. And then Friday, I didn't skate. I went and looked at 3 houses this weekend.
Okay.
One of them I definitely wouldn't buy. When I was talking to Dre yesterday, remember I was telling you about one house? Somebody bought it while I was talking. Yeah, and then one's still open that I might put a bid on.
It's a couple, man. I know you was asking about the area where I stay. There's a couple over there.
You know, so this one I like is in Allen Park.
Okay.
You know, so I checked the block. It's all white people. They look out for your shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's quiet, tree line.
Yeah.
beautiful white street.
Yeah, my block actually.
Hey, look,
is a
you
mixture.
say that now.
We got like half
they be
black
like-
and half white on my street.
Right.
But they get to talking that shit.
Exactly. Everybody want to be
Like-
around white people
Right.
until you discover they don't want
Like
to
Dig Deer's here,
Yeah.
Jose.
You want to be around them so bad.
Hey,
they
he gonna be like
They
this
get
and
to
shit.
calling the police on
No,
you.
they gonna be
For no
like,
reason.
they gonna be like, over here we call him Jesus. It's not Jesus, fucker.
You know, when I look at a house, I really look at how it's been maintained. You know, you walk around the outside. Obviously, old people live there. They took good care of it because there was really no problems with it.
Yeah, well, shout out to the good white folks, man. We just talking shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, one of my favorite. Hey, look, one of my best fucking neighbors and shit was an older white lady, man. You know what I'm saying? My neighbor Kathy and shit, man. So I totally understand what you're talking about though, man. Cause look, got some niggas next door, boy, and shit. They be like, man, when the fuck y'all moving? Like, want to go ahead and burn up they shit and get the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, get the hell on.
out of here. Now,
You know?
Frank, I gotta tell this story about at the show y'all did Thursday. So it was this drunk ass lady and her dude.
You could say it, drunk ass Latina chick
They
who
was
couldn't shut her mouth.
It was a drunk Mexican couple, and they was there last time we was there too. But so they there, and she drunk as fuck. She kept on damn fucking with the comics and shit coming up there. So my man started getting into it with her. So after his set was over, she goes and jump up on his waist and start humping him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Why her dude right there? So that's strike number one.
That's
Yeah, she was trying to die.
Yeah.
She was trying to die.
Yeah.
She might be dead now because the Mexicans
Yeah.
don't be playing that shit.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the
Probably got
waitress,
shanked.
Right.
the waitress looked at me and said, if I was her man, I'd beat the shit out of her right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would beat her ass.
So the other funny part about
Yeah.
it was after that they go step outside for a minute, they come back in. My man, her dude, he walking back towards his seat. This bitch just come out of nowhere like Jimmy Superfly Snuka, jump on his back, and they both just fell under the table. Blue.
Man.
And I'm like, ain't nobody on live? Ain't nobody get this on Instagram? Ain't nobody? Yeah,
That
it
shit
was.
hilarious.
That shit was wild.
That's
That was
hilarious.
some crazy shit.
That's hilarious. All right, so
We about to hop into our sponsors right quick. This episode of the Str8 Shoot'N podcast is sponsored by Drasan Fashion. You can find Drasan at 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 180. Make sure y'all come check us out. We got our fall and winter line coming out soon. We will be in a fashion show coming up in November. I'll make sure we give y'all the details so y'all can come through, check us out. It's going to be a nice fashion show with me and some other designers. But you anything you looking for that's new and fresh and you want something different from the regular, make sure you come check us out. And we also sponsored by Monta Vista Vodka. You can find Monta Vista you can go on Instagram or Facebook right now to order it. We're about to go through a rebranding phase, so this probably will be the last week that you can order it until we're done rebranding, which will be in about a month and a half, 2 months, and we'll be re-releasing it, and you'll be able to get it anywhere at that point. And then we also sponsored by
Gym Animal Muscle Gang Enterprises LLC. So you're looking to lose some weight, you want to start working out in a semi-private gym facility, looking to get the best weight loss products, health and wellness. You're looking, for our supplements. You're looking for, the dopest workout apparel, hoodies, tees, joggers, and so forth. Check out my websites, gamg.shop and gamg.firstfitness.com. And we are also sponsored by 8, which is All Problems Eliminated. This is a home repair company. So they will, paint your house, need some drywall, plumbing, anything. Remodeling your kitchen, bathroom, say your basement, anything like that. Give Teron a call at area code 269-448-3508. And then he can also be reached on Instagram at ape.tl. And we are also sponsored by
Premium Haul Logistics LLC Trucking Company. We are in desperate need for trucking truck drivers. So if you have your CDL and you've had your CDL for at least 2 years, it has to be 2 years and up. And you're interested in driving for premium haul logistics, make sure you give us a call or actually email at Amber AMBERKEYA85 @gmail.com.
And let's not forget, look, it's hot as hell in the studio right now.
I need a.
I wish I had my fresh ball spray.
Man, what?
Spray.
Shit.
It would be keeping my nuts nice and dry right now. Okay, so look here. It's cuffing season. The heat's going to be up, especially if you got that radiator heat and it gets going. It gets hot as hell.
Fresh ball.
So you need that fresh ball spray. Ladies, we ain't forget you. Little titties, no titties, big titties. Hey, we got that fresh titty spray. We just came out with cinnamon spice and sweet potato pie for the holidays. You got a text, that sweet potato pie is on fire. That's all I'm saying.
Coming soon, pound cake.
Candy cane.
And for you white ladies who need that new spray, fresh titty spray, we got pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice.
We might have to add good old apple to that. They like
Right.
good old apple pie.
Apple pie.
Latino ladies, we got that apple pie for you.
Right. You know what I mean?
Fresh titty spray.
Make sure you pick yours up today.
What else you got, Frank, man? What else you got, man?
That's it. Oh, and Thursday night, I'm sorry, let's not forget, 722 Southfield Road, Flappers. It's hosted by myself and my man Detroit Red. This week we got the funny comedian, my man Fago Red is going to be there, setting the house on fire. It's going to be a great show. Plus, you know all the comics come show love and support.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
you definitely want to come down.
All right.
And peep that out, because it's getting dark. Look, the food is good. The drinks, everybody raves about the drinks. Like they was like, the drinks is on point.
They are.
The drinks are on point. The food, they give you a lot of food, and the prices are real good. So please come on through and support.
All right. All right, y'all.
All right. So, go ahead, Q.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just shout out today.
Yep.
I want to send this out to my granddaughter. It's her birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my granddaughter Journey.
All right.
Happy birthday, Journey.
Happy
All right.
birthday.
Then I also want to give a shout out to my cousin twin Trina in Jersey. Actually, she's in Virginia now with her husband, and also my other cousin Sherelle. She's in Dubai. So shout out to them. This their birthday.
Shout out, happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to you cousins. Love
Happy
y'all.
in Dubai.
All right.
And I got to give a shout out to the Detroit Lions. Y'all keep losing. I keep winning. That's how it goes. The motherfucker kicker can't kick. The cornerback can't tackle.
Right.
Nah.
It's like, oh my God, the cornerback, like, talk about a bitch on the field.
Man.
He was
defense
getting
is
burned all
trash,
game.
man.
And Seattle was the worst team in the league, offensively and defensively.
And they
then
put
it
up
showed
48.
Then it showed
48.
all the Lions holes. Now the Lions are the worst team. So y'all keep losing, I keep winning. That's all I got to say. Love y'all. Keep doing what you do.
Hell no.
Oh,
We
shit.
will also now be going into the next segment, shooting the shit.
All right, now. So, shooting the shit this week episode of Shooting the Shit.
Time to shoot the shit, the Straight Shooter podcast.
All right, so this episode of Shooting the Shit comes out of an article from the Supreme Mystery Code, March 14th for this year. It says scientists in China are making rat-monkey hybrids. Scientists have taken a big controversial leap by mixing rat cells into monkey embryos. There are a few videos of these rat and monkey animals on YouTube and Facebook.
Do we
and
have
so
footage
forth.
of it?
Yeah, we do. So
We gotta see that.
I gotta
footage,
see
y'all.
this shit.
yeah, so
I
check
do
this
too,
out.
yeah.
Fucking rat monkeys and shit.
Yeah.
So y'all see.
They
China recently allowing scientists to dangerously manipulate animal genetics and create new hybrid species. We will do the full documentary of this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to be updated. See you soon.
Man,
and that's some crazy shit.
that kind of look like Doc and shit.
They are literally creating a rat monkey. That gotta be a powerful, because monkeys can swing on your ass and
hell
fuck you
yeah.
up. And
Monkeys
rats
are
bite.
aggressive.
Right.
So imagine a hybrid rat monkey attacking you. Like, that's fucked up.
Fucking ronkies.
Yeah.
Mats.
But that
That's
goes
crazy.
to show you how they always in the lab fucking with shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the
You know what
time.
I'm saying? They done created a rat monkey.
So let me ask y'all this: what other monkeys and well, not monkeys, but other animal combinations would y'all think would be sweet as hell?
I know.
Not
one.
sweet. I'm saying like sweet, like you'd be like
Right.
cute, but then at the same time probably fuck you up.
A dinosaur mixed with a fucking crocodile.
But technically, a dinosaur is a descendant
But
of a
no, but if you
crocodile.
Right.
update it,
I
if you
mean, a
update it
crocodile
right now,
is a
or
descendant.
a dinosaur mixed with a fucking gorilla.
That should be a gorilla.
Shit. What about a motherfucking like an elephant and a rhino?
An elephant and a rhino, that'd be
Fuck
crazy.
yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, them motherfucking rhinos can run up to about 35 miles per hour, and they big as shit.
And the elephant is stump on your
Smart
ass
as
to
hell,
death.
and
You know
they big.
what I want to
yeah.
see? A real mermaid.
Yeah.
That would be.
I want to see a real mermaid.
I saw some shit back a few months ago.
Yeah.
On
last
YouTube?
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mermaid,
Well,
that
I saw
fish that looked like a
Instagram,
mermaid.
Yeah, and it was they found it dead, but it was like it had like
I seen that
fish
shit too.
body, and it was like a woman's body at the
She
top.
had titties and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a black woman too.
Man.
It was though.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
it was
that's
a
what
black
crazy.
woman, yeah. But
Yeah, that is some crazy
but
shit.
who
I mean,
knows?
I
They
feel
might
like it's truth
experiment
to
on that
anything that's any type of mythical, like sea creatures and mermaids. I feel like it's truth to all.
I
of
mean,
It- yeah, it
let's
probably
be
is.
real. Okay, if we got GMO food, right? We know that they've been out here, trying to clone fucking
Right.
people, and they've been cloning animals, right? So they've been playing God for the longest. So it's not unfathomable, you know what I'm saying, to actually,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, believe that they didn't already created all this shit, or they've been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
Right.
I want to see a fat chick mixed with a skinny chick.
that's
Like
just gonna
one
be
side fat, one side skinny.
you say, or a cute ugly motherfucker.
They got cute ugly
You know,
motherfuckers.
you say
like-
you cute, but you ugly than a motherfucker.
You
In your
ever
own
seen?
special way.
Yes, they call them silverback bitches. You ever seen that?
Silverback.
They got that massive ass, but when they turn around,
That
it's
face.
like
They got a wide ass back.
Looking like King Kong.
Niggas love silverback bitches.
You know what I'm saying? Look like you can go ahead and cut some bacon off that motherfucker back.
Now the ones that be having a hump on their neck,
Man.
you know what the hump is.
Motherfucker.
What is
Super
it, Jay? What's the hump?
helmet.
What you
Super
talking about?
helmet.
The shit when they leaned over and shit like that.
That's that super helmet neck.
That extra piece of fat is like a heel, a snow heel right on the neck. It's called a hump.
Hell no.
Hell no.
and they think they cute as hell.
They
Yeah.
do.
Shit,
Their
yeah,
confidence
yeah.
be out of this motherfucking world.
Shit, they know and shit. They can
Hey.
go ahead and knock your ass out by
Especially
putting.
nowadays,
hey.
that damn makeup, that shit the devil. That shit can make motherfuckers
Yeah.
look completely different.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Completely different.
Well, that's why that guy sued his bride. Did you see that? A guy in Africa sued his bride because
I
when
thought
she
that was in
took
China.
No, it was Africa.
It was another one in China too,
Yeah,
though.
but
It
when
might
she
have been
took
two.
her
Yeah.
makeup off, it was like, bam, this bitch, damn.
Damn.
But hold on, man. He ain't never seen a motherfucker without it.
You know
It's,
what?
it's,
So many-
it's
So that's
some
his
women that
fault.
go to
Some
bed with
women-
their
No, I'm
makeup
just saying
on.
that's still his fault.
That
though.
is
You know
his
what I'm
fault.
saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Because
ain't
he
no
is
way in
someone.
hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You should be with somebody you ain't never
And
seen
you ain't
their
never
ass
seen them
without
without
that
their
shit
makeup,
on.
without their wigs, without their
And the
all
thing
of that.
is, some people and shit need that shit, but then some people and shit don't. And it be like when you see a person sometime that have all that shit on, then they take that shit off. You be like, damn, what the fuck you need
Right,
all that
you
shit
don't
for?
even
You don't
need
even
that
need
So
that
it
shit.
sounds like
You know
y'all
what I'm
talking
saying?
about me, so I'm just playing. But I wear makeup and I don't need it.
I mean, it's cool to wear
I
it.
like
You know
it.
what I'm
I
saying?
like
But-
doing makeup because I feel like makeup, to me, being able to do makeup and actually know what the fuck you're doing, y'all gotta understand that's an art. That's a skill.
Yeah, I
being
mean, it
able
is.
to transform your face, being able to highlight and contour, that is a
Shit.
skill. I
Hey,
enjoy
look,
doing it.
Keys.
Y'all gotta
that motherfucking
understand.
hump on that motherfucking back of that neck and shit, you know what I'm saying? Is a skill too. So
I'm saying though, like being able, women, y'all don't understand why women wear makeup. Like, I wear makeup, it's only because I don't feel like I need it, but I also like it because it enhances what I already have. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw some lashes on, I'll throw eyeshadow on. It enhances my already beauty, but am I scared to walk around here without a face full of makeup? No.
Like I said, some people need it. Like I said, some people it's okay.
But a lot of people use it for deception.
I mean, yeah, people use it for deception.
Trying to pass for bitches. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
That's how come when they're like, "Oh, I don't have sex before marriage." No, bitch, I gotta make sure you don't got nuts.
Right.
Shit, you better do the motherfucking sniff and grab test, huh?
Something like that. I need to see baby pictures.
I feel like to an extent, everybody be catfishing. Bitches catfish, niggas catfish.
They both
niggas
do.
act like they got money when they don't. Niggas be wearing hats and they motherfucking hairline be all the way to the back of their neck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got
niggas don't even be doing that shit no more. You know what they be doing? They be getting motherfuckers. Yeah, they be getting that fake ass shit in there. Yeah, that's
What about the niggas that be, come on now, ladies, what about the niggas that act like they packing and they not? Let's talk about that. Is that not catfishing?
I mean, I
you
guess.
talking like you about to swing out some big dick and really your shit is a shrimp size?
I guess it is.
That's
and next thing you know, you in a cockled relationship.
Yeah, you gonna have to be
Right.
crying, getting your head smashed down.
You say like,
cause she like, you deceived me.
right?
Exactly. So now I'm about to deceive you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well.
Now get on here and lick it.
All right, y'all. So look, so that's it for shooting the shit. So
we
got
going
another
into
segment.
Yes, we going into my segment. It's called Str8 Ratchet by your girl Keys.
You are going to turn down.
What up, though? This your girl Keys, and it's time to talk Str8 Ratchet.
Okay, everybody, we're going into my segment called Str8 Ratchet, and I got a question for everybody, and I want everybody to answer the question. Don't not give me an answer.
I knew you was coming up with some bullshit.
Okay, so here we go. Y'all ready? You gotta answer the question, Q. It's called Pick Your Death.
Nope.
No, you gotta play. You gotta answer the question. You already not even playing it. Okay, you go first. And this is to my audience too.
Shit.
If you had to choose, I'm about to tell y'all death.
No.
If you had to choose two ways of going out, it's either being stoned to death or being set on fire. And you only can pick two. You get stoned to death or you get set on... No, actually, I ain't even gonna say set on fire. You get stoned to death or you get beat to death with a horse whip. Which one you picking?
That's still beat.
Okay, you go first.
Catch me if you can.
No, you gotta pick one. You have to pick one and tell me why. You have to pick one. You have to get stoned to death or beat to death with a whip.
If I think I would take the whips, because them damn stones, that shit gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the whips too.
I know the whips gonna hurt too.
You remember getting your ass kicked by motherfucking Miss Sarah?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. The whip
first.
Hell yeah, Miss Sarah will whoop your ass.
The whips will hurt too, but if I had to choose, I couldn't see myself getting big ass rocks thrown to my head and shit. I don't know.
Okay.
First off, and shit, I'll prefer shit to go while I'm asleep. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I'm sleeping, shit, go ahead and stone or whip my ass. I don't give a damn. I'm asleep.
So you got to pick one.
Shit. Probably whip.
And why?
Shit, cause like you said, motherfucking stones ain't no joke. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I didn't threw rocks as a kid at a motherfucker. Hey, we used to be playing motherfucking
rock fights like
hell
a motherfucker.
yeah, rock fights. So you know.
Okay, you go one. Which one would you pick? Would you pick being stoned to death or being beat to death with the horsewhip?
Can I choose cockle relationship?
No, you have to pick one.
I'd rather be handcuffed and cry.
Y'all have to pick one. Pick one. Stoned to death or beat with a horsewhip. Which
take
one?
The whip.
And why?
just because after a while you're gonna go so numb, you're really not gonna feel it.
Yeah,
Probably so. Yeah.
probably so.
You know what I'm saying? You're really not gonna feel it. But now she gonna say because you took the whip, that means you into some freaky shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you know, she already she always keeps some old underhanded shit.
Secretly, y'all like being beat, so you need to be in a couple
should be beat.
relationship. See what I mean?
I mean, me personally as well, if I had to choose my poison or whether or not I'm going to get stoned to death or beat with a whip, I just feel like I'm going to say stone, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel like I'm hoping that first blow to the head is just going to completely knock me the fuck out and I'm dead. Please.
It might not.
It might not. So look, when somebody find your ass,
somebody gonna hit your ass hard enough to where you gonna be out of there.
But can you
imagine getting whipped with a horse whip and your skin is opening up and they steady hitting you on this spot?
But if you get hit with a motherfucking brick to your shit, right? Your shit gonna be lumped the fuck up when they find your ass. So when your family,
I'd rather knock me out.
Honestly, or whatever. When you took away the choice of say fire, I would have say fire is like fuck it, because you gonna probably be dead and shit by smoke inhalation or something.
Fire versus being stoned to death.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep.
That's a horrible death right there.
I've been burnt up.
No, I'm talking about burnt up your whole body and you suffocate from the smoke.
That's what I'm saying. That's quick.
That's
gonna be quick.
That's not quick.
Shit, yeah, it is.
You could pretty
That's quicker than a motherfucking whip or damn brick. Hell yeah, because motherfucker be bricking your ass and shit to death for about 10-15 minutes.
Somebody
you catch your
on the
ass on
comment
fire,
said stoned to death. Dirty Flack Screen said he'd rather be stoned to death.
But here's the thing: you can pretty much guarantee if that brick hits you, you gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, you might be out if they get you right.
Let's say they think you gone, but you really ain't gone. Now you fucked up. Now you
gotta get that shit off.
At least with a whip, you got your mental faculties. Right. Your back might be fucked up. Like damn.
Anybody else that want to chime in, call in at 313-266-2811.
You gotta think though, them motherfuckers. If that motherfucker don't hit you in your head, them bitches hitting you all here and shit,
knocking your whole eye out the socket,
all type of shit, fucking you up.
So it had me thinking, like, you know, not to be on some serious shit, but like, I was thinking, like, damn, our ancestors endured that shit. Like, they got beat to death with a fucking whip. Yeah. And even right now in certain countries, if you fuck up, you get stoned to death. That gotta be a horrible way. That is a horrible way of dying.
Here's another one and shit. What about and shit? Death by firing squad.
Like what you mean?
Shit.
Somebody set you on fire?
No, the firing squad. They shooting your ass.
No, that's a quick death. You can shoot me to death. That's a quick death.
Yo, hit my heart or something.
You hit my heart, my main artery. I'm out of here.
You know you getting your ass lit up about.
But yeah, you gonna die quick though. You gonna die quick if you get shot to death.
You probably gonna be dead at them first couple ones.
Yeah. But if somebody beating you with a whip and opening up your back or hitting you with stones, that's you gonna die suffering.
In Iran, if you caught cheating, you get stoned to death. Yeah. Like you heard
that's a fucked up way of dying.
That girl was wearing her burqa, they said, the wrong way, which all the ladies say she wasn't. She was 21. The police grabbed her, and then you heard what happened. They said she had a heart attack at 21.
And that's crazy though, because she was from here.
You know, not
Detroit, but the United States.
United States.
And they sent her over there to work or something. They sent her over there to learn something from her family. And she didn't know the rules.
Wow.
But you know, when I was over in Dubai, I got stopped by the police because my back was showing.
Yeah, you better.
Like I had I didn't argue with them people. They asked me. She was like, the police came and got me. They was like, we gotta call her. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Str8 Shoot'N.
What up, though?
What's going on?
Hi.
We got
Who's calling?
This is Casey.
What up, though,
hey, Casey?
You good?
No, every day is Christmas, every day my birthday.
There you go. You go and shit. What you want to add on to the conversation?
I couldn't imagine being beat with a whip. Have you ever got a whipping with a real belt?
Hell yeah. That shit hurt.
Every lick you feel.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Every lick you feel, you don't go numb.
Oh, yeah,
You stone, you taking your chances. Like, okay,
this stone might knock me out.
Yeah, but what if that motherfucker don't?
That's a chance.
But it's the chance you take.
It's a different kind of pain when you talk about a horse whip, like, as opposed to that rock.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But look, she ain't say how big the rock. I'm saying a brick.
I mean, it's a stone.
Shit,
It's a stone.
Them bitches big as hell.
The stone
At
is a
least
stone.
fitting in your hand.
So look, y'all remember this and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you used to seeing shit, the little kids and shit when it was that Palestine throwing rocks and shit, throwing them motherfucking stones and shit at fucking tanks. So the motherfuckers got hurt.
Yeah.
You know
So,
what I mean?
okay.
That means you gonna get out of there quicker. With that.
So my question to you, KC, is if you had to choose your death, either be beat to death with a whip or stoned to death, which one would you pick?
I'm gonna get stoned.
I agree.
It's a slow, painful death with that whip. That's why they did it to the ancestors.
Yeah.
It was slow and painful.
Yeah, I don't know. Did I?
Like the act, man. Listen, when you splitting your skin open like that,
I mean, that's true, but
fuck that. Come on,
I can imagine them big ass bricks coming to my face.
And then they used to throw water on you and then open their skin. They throw water. They wet you up first and then tear your back open with the whip.
And
then they throw salt on that bitch.
Just think about like a time y'all done bust y'all head hard as hell on some shit.
Semen or
that
something.
ain't shit compared to what the fuck this big ass brick about to fucking you up.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we seen Roots.
You seen Roots?
Yeah.
I take my chances of busting my head.
Period. I'm with you, KC, because I feel like I got a quicker chance of being knocked out.
And fire is out the question.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with fire.
I don't think nothing is
No, so look, fire or drowning?
Fire or drowning?
Yeah.
Shit, drowning.
I think I'm taking drowning.
I'm taking
too.
drowning.
You know how
Yeah.
fast your lungs fill up with water?
Yeah, I think
I'm taking drowning.
too. I ain't taking fire.
Fire is a painful way to go out.
But can't breathe? Shit, I don't know.
I mean,
I feel you though. I feel you, Q, not being able to breathe.
Yeah. That would be fucked up, but if I had the choice.
Can you swim?
No, I can't swim.
Can you swim?
No.
So y'all don't even know.
No, I can't swim, but I almost drowned. I almost drowned.
That damn near drowning shit, boy.
No,
is a bad
it's fucked up. I almost drowned, and it's a horrible feeling. But I don't want to be set on fire though. That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that fire.
It's more mental pain in drowning than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with
When
no
the person's
fire.
lungs fill up, you just done for. Like it's not as painful. Your lungs fill up under the water, you done.
Yeah.
Fire?
Yeah, fire, you suffering.
Yeah, I'm not. That shit hurt.
You get touching the iron.
Hell yeah, I can't fuck with that shit.
All right, bro.
Thank you, KC. I appreciate you calling in, babe.
Calling in, bro,
Keith,
man.
I thought you
See you
was gonna
soon,
come
man.
up with some real ratchet shit, like would you date a hood rat or a chicken head or something like that. She came up with.
And look,
You gotta
just for
pick your
just for universal purposes and shit. If I go out, I want to be old and laying in my motherfucking
Yeah,
bed,
and die at peace.
and having a hell of a dream. You know what I'm saying? A good ass dream. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yep.
For real.
All right. So it looks like we're going to go into our main topic. And the main
this is gonna be interesting.
is called The Forgotten.
The Forgotten, y'all.
Yep.
And we gonna touch on that because of I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you
Because of the Jeffrey Dahmer movie.
the Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's been on the show.
So first off, I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think about the Jeffrey Dahmer? Did y'all watch it?
I haven't watched that, but I actually seen all of. You know, I grew. You know, we went through the whole.
So you watched the trial and all of that. Okay,
yeah.
so
So
it's good
I'm very
enough.
familiar and shit with the. Yeah.
So
Most of the people, not to cut you off, cannot watch it.
Yeah.
They said they cannot sit through a whole episode because it's so gross.
Man, them people weak as hell.
It ain't
Listen,
even
I mean, one of my favorite movies is Silence of the Lambs. So that's kind of
from what I've seen. It's not as bad as people.
It's not. People be over exaggerating.
I thought they was about to show him. You know what I'm saying?
Biting the ball,
barbecuing the
biting dick. Yeah, they did. It wasn't as gruesome as what people were saying. I feel like people just do the most just to be a part of a conversation.
So I'm about to say, break it down and shit about who Jeffrey Dahmer is and you know the little backstory behind.
Okay, so the backstory behind Jeffrey Dahmer is, you know, he was just a typical, you know, crazy white guy. He started off fucking with the animals, and his dad used to take him hunting, and you know they would get roadkill and dissect the roadkill, and he started being sexually stimulated from that. And later on, he ended up going, you know, to the army, and you know, on top of you already having fucked up thoughts, and then you go over to the army and you learn even more fucked up shit. Then you know you come out a fucking whack job. So ultimately, he ended up coming out, and he had this thing to where he started off molesting boys, and then it ended it to him, he was killing men.
Okay.
He was infatuated, particularly by black men. He had a thing for black men, and he would find black men in the gay bars. He would entice them into going back to their home, his home, by making it seem like he was going to pay them for pictures. He would drug them, and then he would sexually mutilate them and abuse them while they were dead, and have sex with the corpse. And then he would chop their bodies up, and he would eat them, eat certain body parts, so they could be a part of him for the rest of their life. So what's fucked up about the story is he killed 17 people before he got caught.
Yeah.
So was there a point where they showed how the police was negligent as hell?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Number one, the judge was negligent. The first negligent thing, it was two negligent things that really happened in real life that y'all got to understand. This movie was literally a recap of him telling this story. So this is no made up shit.
Okay.
A lot of people think this is made up. It's not. This shit really happened. The first negligent thing is he had a neighbor that knew he was up to no good. She was a black woman, and she was smelling the dead bodies.
Yep.
Okay, and she kept calling about that, and the police never investigated it. But what was fucked up is he got a hold of a 14-year-old boy after molesting his brother and getting away with it. See, he molested the 14-year-old boy's brother, and he got probation. Okay, so he got a hold of the 14-year-old, drilled a hole in his head, poured acid in his head. The 14-year-old boy managed to get out the door and escape. The woman called the police, and the police showed up, and this woman, you can clearly tell this boy was a baby, and the fucking police gave this baby back to this man, and he ended up killing that boy.
Yeah.
So it was complete negligent.
Okay.
But the number one reason why it was so much negligent is because why? That boy was a foreigner, and the rest of those people were black. No one gives a fuck about the foreigners, and no one gives a fuck about the black man.
Yep.
If it was little Jimmy that had a possibly bleeding out his skull, they would have investigated it, but they didn't.
That wasn't even the first time. That was later on because they was doing it out of sequence.
Out of sequence,
Okay.
right?
Because he went to jail for he kidnapped the Mexican boy.
Yep.
Oh, so
he got away.
So he was a habitual motherfucking line stepper.
So he got away. The family pressed charges because they drugged him and everything. The judge was like, "Oh well, I think you're an outstanding citizen. I don't want to send you to blah blah blah. To want to give you a second chance, and we're just going to sentence you to what? What do you say? A year?
Yeah, the Mexican boy was the boy brother. That was the victim's brother.
Oh,
yes.
See, I ain't even got that far.
Yeah, so the Mexican boy that he molested, he ended up later on killing the 14-year-old. That was actually the 14-year-old's brother.
Wow.
That he molested.
So is it safe to say that this is a pure, example of what we would call quote unquote white privilege?
Oh, it was definitely white privilege because Jeffrey Dahmer moved to a black neighborhood so he can prey on black men.
Okay.
Because if you go back to the original interview when they asked him, why did you move to the black neighborhood? Why did you specifically target the black men? He said because he already knew those were the ones that no one would look for.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, back then, gay was still not a thing that you come out, especially in being a black man. So you're already a black man and you're gay. No one is looking for you, and he knew that. So he went to a poor area, where he can target these men where no one would care. A lot of these men family had turned their backs on them, finding out that they were homosexual. So a lot of people weren't even putting in, missing reports.
Right.
Family members weren't even putting in missing reports. Not all of them. It was even a situation where, I'll tell you how white privileged he was. This motherfucker had dead bodies in his trunk.
Yeah.
Got pulled over. He was drinking and driving and swerving all out the lanes. Got pulled over, and he had the bodies in the back seat. They asked him what was in the back seat. This motherfucker said it was lawn clippings.
Wow.
He was doing long.
He was doing long, and he was pissy drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
And they let him go. They let him go.
And back to the one to what she was saying about the boy getting away. They went back in there. He had another motherfucker dead in the other room.
Yep.
They looked in there, seen him laying there.
Yep.
And just left. Like it was
left.
shit.
Wow.
I almost feel like they knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they knew.
They I'm gonna say they did, and they just didn't give a damn.
They didn't give a damn because it was black people.
That's what you call that. Was it quo pro?
Quid pro quo.
Yeah, that's what you call that shit.
But
you know
see,
what I'm saying? To where, look, I see you, you see me, we say nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because, like you said and shit, it's a lot of people and stuff, you know, in society that people feel like they are, you know, just trash or they just, you know, expendable. You know
Especially being black and gay back in that era.
Yeah.
That was the worst time. You know, and it's nothing against the gay people, but that was the worst time to be gay. It's that era, and you've been possibly murdered by Jeffrey Dahmer. Right. They don't give a fuck.
But look at it now; they still don't give a fuck.
No, absolutely not.
If a white woman is missing, they'll scour the earth like that one chick.
Let a white girl be missing.
Let a white girl. But a couple years ago,
the whole nation looking for her.
They had this college kid sexually abused this Hispanic college girl, and the judge let him go because he said, well, I don't think you would survive in prison. I just think you made a fucking mistake. Really, motherfucker?
But you know what? A lot of the reason why these judges are so transparent and allow these pedophiles to get away with shit is because a lot of these judges is on that same shit.
Yeah.
A lot of these judges, a lot of these high-end, powerful people are going to different countries, because I just watched a documentary, and they go to different countries like the Dominican Republic, and they pay to have sex with kids. They pay to buy kids, children. So they're not going to be harsh because it's a possibility that they may get caught up later on. They're not going to be harsh with the punishment because they doing the same thing.
Here's another thing too that people fail to realize: when there's like a natural disaster or emergency and stuff like that, a lot of times and stuff you have these corporations like say the Red Cross or whoever and stuff that come in, or they have a whole nother they have like a whole nother group of people whatever that come in steal kids.
They do. What happened with New Orleans?
And
y'all know how many kids came up missing during that Hurricane Katrina? So many kids. It's parents right now. If you go back and watch the documentary, that's why, you know, we could all say what we would do in this situation, but learning from that, if it's a situation where we flooded out and the helicopter can only grab my kids, you're not taking my kids. Because there's people that said that a helicopter came and rescued them, but said they can only take the kids, and they never seen their kids again. And then y'all gotta understand, it's so deep into it, it's so political when it comes to human trafficking. The Clintons are a part of all of that shit.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly.
Allegedly.
They was going over in Haiti too, doing that earthquake and stealing all the kids.
Allegedly.
A lot of that shit. But
we chime in, Shawnee. Our guest.
We gonna get back into our topic in a minute because we brought up that Dahmer stuff.
Finish it up.
We want to talk about the missing kids in the black community and how they're never found and how they really don't even give a shit.
Is it just missing kids?
Well,
it's missing black period.
I'm late, but that's something I talk about often because I met a lady whose daughter was missing. And she realized that the authorities was doing nothing about it. And they started a whole Facebook page and everything. They did talk to an officer that they asked why wasn't they pursuing these women of color that was missing. And they said because of a lot of the color women solicit themselves. So they feel as if because we always showing our butt, twerking, we always, our body to many appears to be our biggest asset, you know, they feel like they kind of brought out anything on themselves. They got kidnapped and raped or, you know, trafficked. They believe that these women did this to themselves because they're over-sexualized.
That's some BS. But the voice you just heard, the person you just heard, that is our guest, Shawnee D.
The late Shawnee D.
The legend. She's legendary. She's legendary. Late.
So, apologize.
So we got to give her an introduction. We're going to hop into an interview with her to get back to our topic.
I so apologize.
Oh, no. All right. So,
you want to do it? Pop it off, Keith?
Go ahead.
So, right now, we welcome them to the stage, which could be perhaps her last interview before she leaves the city.
Oh, I think it is.
It is, right.
I leave Saturday morning.
So we are privileged to have on our show one of the funniest people in the country.
I like the country. I like that.
Y'all give it up. for Miss Shawty
Str8 Shoot'N podcast.
It's nice in here. It's a little chippy.
It's hot as hell.
hot
in
in
here.
the
A little chippy.
Hell yeah. It's that.
Cooking a little bit. That's okay. I can't do what she doing down there. She down there got a little hat, a little workout gear on.
Up high.
I wear that
I
stuff.
did a motherfucker.
It scare people. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They don't know whether to look or cook.
You're right. So for everybody that's watching and listening, can you explain to them, give them a little rundown about who you are and how you got started in saying comedy?
That's amazing. Like, who am I?
Who are you?
I'm still trying to figure that out. That's why I'm leaving Saturday.
That's all right.
Maybe I could be sober long enough to know, you know. But I am a comedian. I'll explain that later. I'm a comedian. I started doing comedy. God, actually, I used to rap first. I was a rapper. Shit. Yeah, I used to rap with Proof and Eminem and a few other people. And one day, I guess, one of my friends from high school went to All Jokes Aside. Okay. And he called me. He's like, yeah, I won $100 at this open mic thing. So not only was I rapping, I worked as a rehabilitation specialist, which I worked for people who had brain injury. So my job was to teach them how to function again, to do stuff, right? Comb their hair, all kind of. But for the most part, most of my patients, my students were never going to be normal again. Okay. So I'm looking at myself on the screen. I look a little dusty. I don't like that. I got to get that off of there. Hold on. Should have brought a lint brush. But no. So yeah, so he told me he won this competition and he won $100, and I was like, oh, I always was funnier than you. I was like, I'm gonna come get that money next week.
Get that bread.
So I started writing little stuff down. So I had all my little students in front of me, and of course I was telling them jokes. They're like, people think I'm being funny when I say that, and I'm
but
sorry.
But they really was doing that.
Yeah, no, really. And when I do it, they be like, like I'm gonna go to hell. But this is the truth,
but that's what
it is. They did it, and I was like, y'all like that? They look good. I say thank you. So that's the jokes I'm gonna do. And then I went literally. It was funny. Now let me tell y'all the quickest funny part about this. The guy that I'm speaking of, I will not say his name because I'm sure he's in a marriage and stuff right now, and I don't want to ruin that. But we have been dating off and on through high school. Okay. And I was in love with him. Like, I literally would have married him. But there's so many people I could say that about. I've been in love at least 17 times. And so, but this was one of the first. And we was together like that weekend. We spent the weekend together. Okay. So he came in with another woman. No, he wasn't married yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm telling you how I ruined his career because he was really funny.
Okay.
And I came in, so we were together that weekend, and he came into All Jokes Aside for my first day, and he brought a woman with him. And I was like, wow. So I not only did my jokes, I mentioned that, have you ever been with somebody and you didn't know, you found out you don't know if you first, second, or third. So I was telling my business on stage the way I do, my truth. Right. And so whatever it was, I talked about him, and I turned around and I looked back, I get a standing up. People standing up on their feet. This is my first time doing comedy. I'm like, wow. I was like, okay, God, this might be it, because this rapping thing wasn't working. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All I talked about was big dicks. Can I say that on this show? It's a holy field. Or is this a holy field?
You talk about little dicks too.
I talked about all dicks. Like, so that's all I rapped about. Like, but I ain't gonna say that's all I rapped about, but I rapped a lot about sex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think back then, I was like the little Kim. Like, I used to dress up. I never, a lot of the lesbian chicks used to be like, she can't even rap. We need her to shut up. But all the dudes used to be, I'd be like, if you got good dick, throw your hands in the air. And they'd be like, that's our song. That's how. So they was funking with me a little bit, but yeah, that wasn't going to be my career. Stripping wasn't working for me. I put on Baby Oil. They all wanted to fight me. That was over, So comedy was it. You know what I'm saying? So that is how it all started at the great All Jokes Aside. Coco was hosting. Uncle Marlon Randolph was the guy who was interviewing everybody before they went up. He is an awesome light. People should mention him more because he really did guide and direct a lot of the comedians. And guess what? Downtown Tony Brown called my phone and was like, "Look, hey, I think you're funny. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They gonna hate on you. This is what's gonna happen. They gonna hate on you. So what you need to do is tell everybody to kiss your ass right now.
Ahead of time.
Say right off
That's
the rip.
exactly. I was downtown Tony Brown's advice. I should have listened, but I didn't.
Hey,
Rest in power.
Oh, hey,
Rest
let
in
me tell you.
So yeah, that's how that started. But God is very good to me. Always have been. I've always held that light though. Even in school, I always sang. I always did poetry. I always did everybody's funerals. This is just something that happened to me.
Okay.
So
you speak about, say, your experience when you're doing your comedy. Is that really where you more so pull from, or do you kind of like look at other people's experiences too, or just mainly yours?
Mainly, man. I speak my truth and my truth only. That's what make me stand out to be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The first time I met you probably don't even remember.
I probably don't.
Yeah, it was probably early 2000s. I gave a party, a show. It was at this bar downtown, and we booked you and Big Herc. Y'all was on the show.
Big Herc, my man.
Yeah.
I used to rap with Big Herc too.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah,
he was there. Proof was my man.
Yeah.
We talking legends. You know what I'm saying? Trick, MC Reedy. We are really talking heavy hitters like we did. Now Proof Proof was very angry when I started doing comedy. Because I stopped rapping.
Oh, okay.
And he would see me somewhere. He'd be like, got good dick. And I'd be like, dog, I have a daughter and stuff now. And this comedy thing, I'm like, this comedy thing is a better look for me. He's like, but you should have kept, you need to keep rapping. He wanted me to keep rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it broke my heart when he got hurt. But because he would always call me, man. He always wanted me to meet somebody. One time I thought he was about to get me signed by Busta Rhymes. He called like, yeah, Busta Rhymes about to be down at the hip hop shop. I want you down here. He said, you already know, get it together. Come on down here. I'm sharp. I go down there sharp. I got on like these leather pants. I was wearing stuff people couldn't pronounce back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I go in there fresh. It's all get out, hair done. And Busta looking over like, whoa. So he come to me at the end of the night. Bruce say, Busta want to take you to eat. You and your sister, she can come too. I was like, oh, okay. So we go down to Fishbone. I'm excited. I'm like, oh man, Busta, he must have told Busta that I could rap. Yeah. He told Busta that I was all that. And then Busta looked over at me at the table. He's like, so what's your name? And I was like, Shiny D. And I was Shiny Dog back then. People don't know that's where the D came from. I was Shiny Dog when I was rapping. And so he say, man, you got some beautiful lips. So I had been through so much. Like I didn't even realize how damaged I was, because that could have easily been a beautiful compliment. Yeah. But for where I was at, the space I was in, he wanted his dick sucked and I was irritated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just looked at my homegirl. I said, he just like the rest of these fools. I'm like, he want his dick sucked. I said, girl, order whatever the fuck you want. We out of here. So we ordered a whole bunch of food. And we was like, can we get this to go? Right. And we literally just left.
Wow.
Like I really dissed Busta. Like it did had a baby by Busta like 5 years later. Like wrong Busta.
But you know what? That is safe to start. Because he probably did want his dick sucked. So
I'd have rather got pregnant by that Busta than the Busta I got pregnant by. At least my little baby was like, I got him, I get him, I got him. They'd be like, he talented. Like, he got it from his daddy.
Right. I got to say this, though. Shawnee is a Southwest original.
Okay.
Southwest. Number Streets for life.
My brother, remember that? Like, we go back.
Yeah, okay. Way back. I am from the number streets. I am from Colfax, 30th, West Warren. Okay. Yeah, Stomping Ground, Livernois, the races. That is me.
So since you just touched on that, do you remember when you first met Frank G?
Here go the problem with that is I don't really remember a lot of stuff. I deal with some issues where a lot of my memory is depleted. People don't believe this. I don't even tell people this. Okay. And it's irritating because at one point, I think me and Frank was talking. I said, Frank, I'm going to have to tell people eventually because people will come up to me and they just be talking and they get mad. Because they think like, oh, she thinks she all that. That bitch played me like she didn't know who I was. Mm-hmm. But truthfully, I got some issues going on that I really don't know who you are. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God every morning when I wake up and I know who I am and who my family is. You know what I'm saying? So,
You remember the Cuban restaurant, though?
Nope. Don't remember when you was you talking about on a date? You had the girl on.
Yeah.
Oh, when you kept calling out everything you bought her. Man, Frank had he lost this girl. She was pretty. She is pretty too. She was pretty, but he lost.
That sound like your story, Frank. Like,
dang, Frank could be losing all the girls, Frank. Well, I knew he was gonna lose this one immediately. I was like, what are he talking about? Because all I kept saying, I said, oh, that look good. And he was like, her drink. I said, that look good. What's that your drink? And he was like, $18. So everything I said, he was shouting out how much it was. And then her food came, and I was like, oh, that look good. I was like, what is that? And he was like, $36. I was like, what the hell? Everything. So then all of a sudden, I
talking
see
that cheap shit for a minute.
For a long motherfucking time. Clearly, she said it, not me. Clearly,
well, I think
this going on.
Grown. I know you've grown now. I know you've grown now, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, that's funny. You haven't changed, right?
Hell no.
Nope.
No.
God, you gotta stop that, Frank.
That's crazy.
You gotta loosen up. I love you so much, man. You deserve a beautiful wife, but you're gonna have to loosen up.
Right.
Shawnee was like, damn, she gorgeous. What did you expect? But my thing is, I'm not gonna let you take advantage of me.
But you didn't give her a chance.
If you gonna name all the prices.
You did not give her a chance.
I did not give her a chance.
You
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I did.
You don't know what you was gonna get after that.
The damn bag before he can even get it.
Because she probably was gonna wear you down, baby. Because you was treating her really nice. I was actually impressed. I was like, okay, Frank know how to treat a woman. All right. Then he said the $18 for the drink. I was like, I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. Then that food came. He dropped that one. I was like, she out the door.
Yeah.
And so I looked
you know what I would have did in a situation like that? A nigga keep on naming the prices.
What you did?
I would have paid for my food and his.
Let me tell you what's so funny about what you just said. Number one, she called another dude to come pick her up. She said nothing to him. She called another dude to come pick her up and she left. But I went out with I went on a little semi date with a comedian, and he's like, "You want to go out? We can go out the Floods." I said, "Okay." We get over the Floods and they're charging at the door. So when they say how much it was, he looked back at me like, but he invited me, and so he kind of stumbled like he didn't want to pay. I was like, "Oh, okay." So he did pay, but when he got in, what I did was I got lost. You know how Floods is. Right. And I told the bartender, I said, get him whatever he drinking on me. Yeah. So I made sure I bought whatever he was drinking. I bought it. I bought what I was drinking. I drank my drink and I left.
And got the fuck out.
Yeah. He called like, damn, you just like. I said, I don't play games like that. I don't play. I'm not. That's wild. I'm not giving you that many chances.
Like no, especially if you invite somebody out. You invite somebody out. You better go ahead and take the. Yeah.
I done gave some dudes some chances.
But listen, though, I had a crazy story. He ain't do no stupid shit like that. But I had to leave. I had to leave a guy at the restaurant. He embarrassed me so bad. We went to, I think it was Red Lobster. It wasn't nothing special.
Oh, that ain't special. That's not special to her.
He had to get some biscuits and then
I think it was Red Lobster.
She bougie as hell. I think Red Lobster is the shit.
This nigga must have never had like crab legs and like lobster. This nigga was biting the shit with his fucking mouth and he was making noises and he was growling and a piece of the motherfucking shell flew and hit this white lady in the eye. She was like, ow. And it was so fucking embarrassing.
No,
she was like, ow.
That's crazy.
And it came from our table. A fucking shell hit the white lady in the fucking head.
Because he was biting it like
he was growling and he was biting. He was like,
well, maybe he was really excited. But he might have been very excited to be with you. I've had dudes be like, kind of like geeked up to be out and they act stupid as hell. I'd be like, damn, like calm down, dog.
I was trying to give him the thing that you pop it with. Like, no, you can use it. I don't need that shit.
No,
and that shit popped the lady in the head. I had to go.
I wouldn't want him on my box.
No.
Right. Definitely wouldn't want him on my box. That's for sure.
No, you gonna write me to death. No.
I left a girl before. One time we was at the movies, but I left her because
she went for.
No, I didn't get to that point. If she pissed me, she was so inconsistent. It pissed me off. So
inconsistent or inconsiderate?
Both.
Okay.
So we go to the movies. I'm asking her, I'm like, we'll go here, go grab something to eat later, whatever, this and that. I'm asking her, I'm like, what you want to see? Oh, I don't know. It don't matter. So we get to the movies. I get the tickets. I'm like, you sure you don't? What movie you want to see or whatever? She like, it don't matter. You can watch it.
Don't matter. Whatever.
I get the tickets. We go back in. As soon as we walk in there, she like, I think I wanted to see the other movie. Can we switch it? I'm like, I'll tell you what. I'll buy your ticket. Go take your ass in the other movie, and I'm about to go in this one.
See, but hold on.
Damn, you just snapped on her like that quick.
Hold on, ye of little
patient.
No, because I mean, I guess I've been like
yeah,
that all the time.
like, come on.
Hold on, ye of little patience.
But see, that was a red flag to me because I already knew if you doing that shit for this.
But no,
what?
How did that become a red flag? It might have been something that she probably could. Because I can't stand I don't like gangster movies because I lived it. And so I don't like movies like Belly. I can't stomach those kind of movies.
But see, she had the opportunity. I asked her ahead of time.
So she was just a little indecisive. You gonna cut her off for that?
Yeah, because I asked you.
That's all right. She might have had that package. She might have had that good. You missed out.
Let me tell you the funny part about it. So I went on, watched the movie, went on about my business. About a week later, my boy and shit, he come over on the block. He like, man. It wasn't even a week. He like, man, the other day, I was up at the Americana. I was just driving through looking at shit. He was like, this badass chick, like her dude left her and shit and needed a ride home. He took her home or whatever.
Oh, so you didn't take her home?
You left her at the movies?
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, you an ass. But you know what? That's the thing. That's why I don't fuck with light-skinned dudes. That right there. That was some light-skinned shit right there.
Did she say
that was some light-skinned shit. Yes, it did. That's that light-skinned shit.
Y'all been having the light-skinned, dark-skinned discussion.
This girl.
She be messing with dark download niggas. That's what that be.
No, you don't leave.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
But you don't do that.
Oh, because she was indecisive.
I'm quite sure the nigga that was doing the Neanderthal shit with the crab legs was probably a darkie.
Yeah, he was. He was a darkie. Y'all changed the subject. You let that girl for some bullshit.
I gotta go for that.
Bullshit though for me.
So look,
but that's no different.
I don't agree that it's a light skin, dark skin thing. It's definitely an inconsiderate ass move though. So where were you at in your life that you felt like you didn't have the patience at all? And then come on now, you left her.
He was at his prime on that light skin shit. Prime.
This was my first day.
That nigga had the sicky suave curls.
Somebody light skin hurt you.
I just met her earlier that day. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, we knew each other. Like I just
But did you pick her up from a particular place?
You supposed to drop her off.
You supposed to drop her off at her house.
No, she left. I would have dropped her off.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came out, she was nowhere around. I sat there and waited. Other movie got out. All them people came out.
She probably waited like 2 minutes.
So she after you watched the whole movie. Of course she
listen though, she probably didn't even watch the movie. She probably just instantly left.
She definitely dodged the bullet. I'd have went on and caught the bus on. That would have been a hell of a lesson for me. I'd have been good.
I dodged one too because evidently you doing that on the first day.
That's not true though. You didn't really dodge a bullet.
No, she was just a little indecisive.
You kind of overthought a situation.
Not really though, but you gotta look at it. That's no different than how you felt. My man could have just been on. That nigga might have been
this is a little.
That nigga, that's apples and oranges. He biting shit, popping people in the head with shit.
He might not have ever seen a crab leg before. That
Nigga.
he might not know how to eat
I tried to show him. I literally here. This is how you do it. Let me pop you. I don't need that shit.
Both of y'all crazy as hell. So let me ask you this, Shani. So besides say rapping and say comedy, if you wasn't doing either one of those as a career, what would you be doing right now?
You know, I rap, I do comedy, I sing, and I do poetry. So I minister. I am an ordained minister. I've been ordained for 3 years. And I've been ministering at funerals though since I was young. A lot of people know, a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
If I could do anything else, that is what I would be doing. Straight ministering.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm talking, Sarah Jakes, I'm on that. That's where I'm at. That's where I would love to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In a position where I can save people, and I've been in a position to save people. Truthfully, comedy is ministry, poetry is ministry, music is ministry.
Yeah.
You know, so it's what healed me, and that's what people don't know. I didn't come from. You know, it's funny because when I was on the radio with John Mason, when I first met him, he would say, damn, like I kind of thought you came up like spoiled. He, you know, when he met me, because number one, he met me, I was always dressed, and I was the great pretender. I think I got that from my father, where I always dressed a certain way. My hair was always done. I always looked like I was okay on the outside, but in the inside I was always very broken. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God for being broken, because that is what made me want to be fixed, and it made me want to help people that I saw broken, because I knew what it felt like to be broken. Right, you know, so I thank God for what I went through. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because therefore I can help somebody else through it. Like what I'm doing now, I'm leaving Saturday. People know that I went back and forth to Georgia. Anyway, I got a place that I was in Augusta, but I came back.
Okay.
My son graduated this year. Now I'm going back to Georgia Saturday, but I am going to a sober house Monday. Okay. So I will be detoxing from alcohol.
Okay.
For 30 days.
Okay.
That's so because thank you. I mean, you know, thank you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me.
You got it.
Pray for me, because I have been drinking since I was young, since I was a child. And never did I realize, you know, how hurt I was. And that liquor was just what I was running to. Like now, I'm going to leave here and go have a drink. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell people that, because people be like, oh, I just seen her ministering at a funeral. Or I done had people call me and say a guy said he don't really care for you because you talk about God and sucking dick. I'm like, well, do you think God didn't see me suck the dick? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or if he know my heart, I'm sure he know my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mention, are we not imperfect?
Well, but you have people. See, this is why I don't allow people to call me a minister. I don't allow people to call me minister because I'm ordained. I allow people to say that I'm a messenger because that's what I am. I am not a minister. People kind of hold too tight to titles to me. And so when you say minister, people think you are holier than thou. No, I am a messenger. I fall short of the glory of God, but I do know that it is the Most High that got me where I am today, because if it was not for His mercy and His grace, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
Oh yeah, I come from the streets. I come from some real streets. I ran with some real killers and thugs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't brag about that. Never. You know, matter of fact, I didn't even really know I was hanging with killers until Bobo Lamb slammed me up against that mirror, and I told you that story. I just started doing comedy. I was at Strawberry Fields, and the DJ gave me Strawberry Fields. That's way back 7 Mile.
7 Mile.
And the DJ gave me a VHS tape. He said, "I think you are very funny." He said, "I don't know if you know who you are." He said, "But I want you to go watch this VHS tape and you critique yourself." He said, "You gonna be something." And I said, "Oh, thank you." And so I got the tape. So Bobo see me with the tape. That's a Detroit comedian I love. He just so y'all know I got love for Bobo Lamb. You know what I'm saying? But this is how this was about to go down. I don't even know if Bobo Lamb knew what happened. So he actually slammed me into a mirror and took the VHS tape. And I called my people, and I was like, this comedian just slammed me into the mirror, and he took this tape from me. And he was like, "Oh, okay, where you at?" So I told him where I was at, you know. So he pulled up, and I could see his car out in the front of the bar, but he never came in, you know. So I came out, I walked out, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, what's up?" He said, what that nigga got on?" And I was like, what you mean? He said, "What color that nigga got on?" And he's sitting, and I see his gun on the front seat, and he got like a black hoodie on, just similar to this, with nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? He got a hat on and everything, I like Scully and everything. I'm like, you gonna come in and talk to him? He say, "The fuck you mean?" He said, "Didn't you say he put his hands on you? Did you say he put his hand on you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I don't want him dead." And he started his car. He said, "You don't want a motherfucker dead? Don't call me." Period.
Basically.
And he pulled off. So little did I know, I was rolling with some real killers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I tried to get out of that.
And if you know anything about Strawberry Fields on Monday night, comedy night.
Yeah.
That was the roughest rule.
You either was gonna get a laugh or get shot.
You couldn't go in there if you wasn't funny, and if you wasn't funny, they was throwing drinks on you.
For sure.
It was all gangsters and
wow.
thugs.
And I'm telling you, and the first time I went in, do you remember the guy? I don't know if people remember this guy named, God rest his soul. He came in with AJ Johnson. His name was Shoot'N. They used to call him Showtime.
Oh, I remember.
They used to call him Showtime.
Yeah.
Showtime was big. You know, he was he had money, so you know he was one of them dudes. So he walk in, and I had on a Ralph Lauren set. I had on the golf shirt with the plaid pants, the Ralph Lauren shoes, and he came in. I'm on the stage. He say, who the fuck you think you is? You like you got on a shitty diaper, because you know I always had a cute shape. My booty always this is my booty. You know what I'm saying? They've been buying my booty. It might be a little lopsided on some people, but this one is made by God.
Right.
And so he instead of him being like she thick, he was like you got on a shitty diaper. So I was like, damn, like so everybody laughing, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I went home, and all week I was writing. I wrote a whole rap. You know what I'm saying? So when the next Strawberry Fields Day came, I came in. I told the DJ, I said, when that guy come in, give me some instrumental. Man, that dude walked in. When I say I killed him with this rap, and they was laughing so hard, he came over and handed me $100. He said, I'll give you that every week to keep my name out your mouth. So he started.
That's how they treated us, though. They treated us like bitches. If they liked you, they wouldn't say, yo, dog, you was good. They'd be like, yo, come here. And here you go. Yeah.
He gave me $100 to keep his name. He's like, don't say shit to me when you come. Wow. And we ended up really cool though. Like every time he see me, he be like, you went on for me, told that rap. He called me a boyhead bitch. I was like, call me a boyhead bitch. I'll grow your mama some hair.
Period.
You know, I went in on him.
I went in on Strawberry Fields. Yeah. That's the only way they would listen to your jokes. They would come at you. You had to go back at them. Right. You got to laugh, then they would respect you.
Yeah, but I didn't want to fight for my life no more. I'm telling you, people do not know when I started comedy, I came in a storm. I did. My daughter's father had just got killed, and allegedly the guy who killed her father was somebody I knew. We all grew up together, and so this group of dudes, they were still following me because they didn't have anything to do with him actually getting into it with my baby's father, but that was their family. Right. You know what I'm saying? So of course the killer dude, he was the one that was gonna hit Bobo, and he came up to me. He said, "You think I had something to do with that?" And I said, "Well, it's just weird because I'm gonna tell y'all, I almost became a murderer." So God is an awesome God. Because me and my baby's father, we was childhood sweethearts. You know what I'm saying? We met in the 7th grade. Mm-hmm. You know, I was at Munger Middle School. I got stabbed in the back in Munger in the 8th grade 3 times. It's just a lot. People don't know. I can't wait till people really do read it and hear my whole story because it's a heck of a story. And I got stabbed in the back or whatever. I left, but we still me and him always met in the middle, always. And we finally, years later, we get together after I graduate from high school, and I get pregnant with my daughter. We were really good friends. We lived together. Of course, he started getting money, so he was acting a little funny, but he still was my dude. I still lived with him. And we fell out. I had my daughter. I got pregnant with his second child. I left. You know what I'm saying? And maybe about 6 days before my daughter's first birthday, he got shot in the head. Mm-hmm. So he lived 6 months, but I knew who shot him. And that night, I just remember how rough it was. So I do a poem that people don't never know. This piece that I'm saying is real when I say I held his grandma while she cried, get his blood off the sheets. My first love, and he died because he had love for the streets. That's a real mention because when he got shot, they laid him on his blanket that they brought him home from the hospital as a baby. And so they laid his head on it. And she asked me when I got there, she said, "Could you please go out there and get that blanket?" And I remember walking across the street and getting that blanket, and that was the longest 4 minutes of my life because I had to pick this blanket up and I see all his brain matter on this blanket. Wow. And then I see her. She died before he could die. The grandmother, because that was her first grandson. She loved him to death. Yeah. And so I walked up and I remember her not looking at me at all, and she said, "Just walk." She said, "Put that in the washing machine." And she wouldn't look. And then she went down the basement. I remember being so angry because she was so hurt. Yeah. And I couldn't believe that somebody thought that they had that right to make that decision to come down the street and to shoot out of a car window at this guy. And he was a great guy. He wasn't no bad guy. He wasn't no guy that people hated, period. And so anyway, I see him tapping, so I know I gotta go. But anyway, oh, that ain't me. Oh, I thought, okay, she do this. You know, I do movies. I do movies and stuff. So when they doing stuff like this, you pay attention. Okay, like speed it up. So no, but anyway, long story short, when she went upstairs, the phone rung. It was Henry Ford Hospital, and they was telling me the decision they made. They were saying that he had a lot of bullet fragments in his head, and they wanted to tilt him upside down so that the fragments would stop sinking in, because they were going to do surgery. But at this point, if it went too far in, it was no more they was going to be able to do. So they ended up cutting a big chunk of his brain out. When I saw him, he literally had half a head. Wow. And so, but I was so angry when I got off that phone, and then I sat there and I could hear her crying. And I remembered him telling me one time I had gotten into something happened next door with the old lady next door, and I went over and threatened this guy with a bat. And he said, Shiny, anytime something happens, always a gun right here. So he showed me where he would always keep a gun. And so that night I made the decision. I said, I'm going to take this gun, and I said, I ain't never shot a gun in my life. And I said, I'm going to take this gun and I'm going to walk around there. And I said, I'm going to shoot the dude in the head. That was just my decision. I was like, that's that. Because, you know, if he shot him, I'm going to shoot him. Like, and I said, they never think that a female going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I was straight gangster. I was ride or die. So I put this gun in my pocket. I put a jacket on and put this gun in my pocket. It's 90 degrees and I got on a jacket. Thinking he ain't going to know I'm coming to shoot him. I was about to get beat up. That's probably what I was about to get. But God is so good. One of his friends rode up on a bike and he kept looking at me. God rest his soul. He was a good dude too. He'd ride or die. And he said, Shiny, where you going? And I said, I'm going walking. I'm just taking a walk. And he said, Shiny, where you going? And I said, I'm walking. He said, Shiny, give me the gun. And I just literally stopped and just tears were just rolling down my face. I said, no, dog. I said, I got to do this. I said, he can't live. I said, he can't live. I said, it ain't fair. It just ain't fair. And he said, no, what ain't fair is you shooting him. He said, I'm going to shoot him. He said, I'll kill him. He said, you give me the gun, I'll kill him. And I was like, okay. And I gave him the gun and we walked around this corner. I'm still not thinking, my common sense not saying you're still going to be accessory to the crime. You're still going to be linked regardless of which way this go. And how unfair this sounds that I still would have, if we would have killed him, we would have went to jail. And he didn't. He wasn't going to jail for what he did because they couldn't link him. They couldn't say that he did it. They couldn't put him there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, God is so wonderful. Like I said, his mercy and his grace, he moved me. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up seeing a chick, a crackhead. Well, she was on crack back then. I ain't gonna say her name, but she was like, "Oh, what you over here for?" You know how them crackheads, the neighborhood crackheads, when they tell everything, you give them $5, you get all the information. So she was like, "What you doing? What up, though? What you doing? What you looking for? You look for a boy? You looking for a boy?" I said, "Girl, mind your business." Right. So she like, "He gone. He gone. He been gone. He been gone." So I said, "Okay." So we left. We go through the court process. He beat the case. Of course, he get out. He on my head. You know what I'm saying? He whipped down on me one day. Everybody looking scared. And he like, I heard you was looking for me. And I looked at him. I said, nigga, Satan can't do nothing to me. That's exactly what I told him. But from that point on, I was on my P's and Q's because I literally was beefing with this dude. And then he killed a few more people. He killed people we knew. And he killed one dude, and I'm coming out the dude's funeral. He riding past the funeral. He was out cold. You know what I'm saying? He was a very out cold dude. So one day he whipped down on me at a Coney Island. I never forgot. Looked like everybody was running. They were scared because they thought he was about to kill me. And maybe that was his intention. The way he whipped down, he jumped out his truck and he was yelling. And he like, bitch, this. And I said, what the fuck? I told him, I said, what the fuck wrong with you? I said, do you see this nigga on me every time you see me? And he's like, fuck you, you broke ass bitch. And I said, I've been a broke bitch. This is what I told him. I said, look at me. I said, I got on some $800 Gucci clogs. Dog, is you crazy? I got a $1,500 Gucci purse and I'm broke. I said, ain't that amazing? I said, you know why? Because I'm rich. I said, I got God, my nigga. I'm rich. I said, you po. You po because you don't have God. And then I told him, I said, dog, for you know it, I can't make this up, y'all. I literally seen a vision of him in the dirt. That's what I saw. And I looked up at him and I said, who? I said, I see your face in the dirt. I said, I'm your only friend. I said, you know why? Because I prayed for you. I said, I prayed for your soul. I said, you need to repent. I said, everybody else too scared to tell you. I said, you need to repent. I said, I see your face in the dirt. He's like, fuck you. Got in the truck. He irks off. I move out the hood. At this point, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So maybe about 4-5 months later, I'm in the hood grocery shopping, and somebody come in and say, "Hey, they was just talking about you." And I said, "Who?" I got my daughter. I'm pushing her. She's still a little girl, And she like, the guy. What's his name? They shot your baby's father. And I said his name, and he said, yeah. He said he dead. He said he around there. He's still on the block. He say in the dirt.
Wow.
I literally, when he said in the dirt, like it was almost like my heart felt like it just kind of just stopped for a second. And then it just started back beating real fast because I felt almost as if I manifested that. But that's not the truth. I saw it. God showed me. He allowed me to see that vision. And I told him to take heed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I did see it. Yeah, it was real. It was a little too real for me. Yeah. I was like, listen, God, people say, gotta call it on your life. I said, I see you calling, but I just keep saying, Jesus, I'll call you right back.
Yeah, I always tell my wife it's way more of the unseen than the seen. So,
for sure.
So
I like that. That's deep. The unseen than the seen.
And you get it's crazy. Well, at least I know I do. Like I have friends that got killed, and but it's almost like I knew they was about to die. It's crazy. Like my best friend that lived next door to me. Like one day me and my god brother, we over some chick's house or whatever, getting out, getting drunk. He get a call, like he like, man, this about to be it. Move. So we go shoot over there to where he got the call from. He get out, he talking to people, talking to some more people from the hood. He get back in the car. He like, yeah, this the move. This about to be it. This about to be it. And something just instantly hit me like something not right. Mm-hmm. But I didn't say nothing because I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? What
you
it
didn't
was.
Know, right?
So I go home. He go back. You know what I'm saying? About an hour later, I'm sitting there watching TV. I get a call from Sinai Hospital. Like, do you know Emmanuel Irvin? I'm like, yeah. They like, can you get in touch with his family? Tell him to call the hospital. I'm like, yeah, what for? They was like, well, we can't release that information because you just had him call. So before I can even get off the phone with him, my other boy calling me, crying on the phone, like man, got shot, blah, 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 blah. So I run over there and tell his family. We go shoot up to the hospital, and he was gone. But that wasn't the first time, though, I got that feeling like that.
Right.
So it's the spirit of intuition. Yeah. Sometimes it could be the Holy Spirit letting you know stuff. But a lot of people don't tune in because we are all energy. And so we feel energy. Yep. We feel energy. And some of us feel energy more than others. Yep. Some of us can identify. I am the type that can sit around somebody and kind of tell like something is wrong with their energy, but what I've learned to do is not judge their energy because sometimes you could sit around somebody and be like, oh, I don't like this person, but it don't be that the energy is bad for you. It means something that they're going through is very dark.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's what I had to tell somebody. Say, you don't have to tell everybody you going to the rehab. You don't have to tell everybody that you're an alcoholic. I said I do because God chose me to be a light. And in order for me to be a light, I have to stand in the dark. Yeah. So people in the dark can come toward the light.
I commend you for being your truth. Because, I know personally I come from a background of drug addict. My kid's father passed away from an overdose. And I've seen it firsthand. Alcohol is one of the hardest things to come off of.
Detox. I keep telling. Listen,
it is. It's
me and Frank just had this. We just had this talk yesterday because somebody that's close to me is a little hurt that they're concerned because I'm going to Georgia to detox, and they feel like because of the how stressful it is to detox from alcohol, they think I should be closer to home. They think I should be closer to my family just in case. But I don't deal in just in case. I deal in God. And I have to, I have to say that, and I have to mean that. Even if I'm not okay, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the mind. I've seen people, I personally witnessed somebody go through detox, alcohol detox, and it was horrible, but he was so determined. to get past it, even though he went through a horrible session. His mind was so determined he was able to get through it.
My mind has definitely, the enemy has been lying to me at least the last few days. That's why I had to say I had to call Frank. Frank answers the phone, I don't care what time I call. And I'd be like, Frank, you know, this and that, because I know that my health hasn't been the greatest. That's one of the reasons I want to stop drinking, because I want to live to finish doing what I supposed to have done a long time ago. I want to finish getting generational wealth for my children's children's children. And I want to break generational curses. And one of the curses was alcohol and drugs. You know, I come from a family of alcoholics.
Yeah,
I do remember that. I do remember that. You know, they named me after my grandmother, and all I remembered her, she couldn't remember me. I remember her sitting at the table saying, "What's your name, baby?" She would say that every 10 minutes. I'm like, how the hell she don't remember my name? But that was because I was young and didn't know what alcohol can do to you.
Tell us about your one-woman show real quick. Not to cut you off.
You did cut him off, though. What you mean? Not to cut you off.
Well, our show is but you can go ahead.
Oh, listen. So the one woman show is we filmed it at the Music Hall September the 22nd. It was beautiful. It is titled Truth Hurts, which will be the same title as my book, Truth Hurts. So just be on the lookout for it. It's supposed to come out on Tubi. I'm sitting down. We still doing some of the logistics to it. So once we finish with the contract of the people who recorded it, then you'll see it on Tubi immediately once they edit it down. But it was really an awesome show. I thank everybody for coming out. And then, like I said, just follow me. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Definitely. I'm going to keep everybody updated with my process. I know for the first 2 weeks, I probably will not really be like on my phone. So people going to be calling me, and I know that. But yeah, I probably won't be available until I could at least get through the hard part of the detox.
Right. Tell them how they can reach you on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, Facebook, I'm my government, Tashania White. That's TASHANIAWHITE. But if you Google Shiny D, the comedian, all of my stuff will come up. SHANIED comedian. You Google that, you'll get everything. You'll get my Instagram, my Twitter, you'll get everything. And so I'm gonna do the best I can to keep people updated every day as I'm healing. I gotta come back. I got doctors here. So until they can find me, some physicians that can take over what's going on with me in Georgia, I'm gonna be coming back and forth. Plus I got my son, my 18-year-old, my grandbabies, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I still got family here, and I got a house here. You know what I'm saying? So rent is real high in Atlanta. It ain't cheap. If it get tight, y'all can believe y'all will see me sliding back down 7 Mile.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right, y'all. So that was our show for today. We want to thank our guest, Miss Shiny D.
Thank y'all for having me
in the building. We want to thank everybody that called in. Casey, shout out to Casey for calling in. We want to check everybody. Shout out to everybody who watched us on all platforms: YouTube, Facebook, iHeartRadio. Everybody that checked in on our lives, we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Out.
Real peace sign.
Time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it's time for Straight Shoot. Hey, look, the clip full and we shooting it straight. Everybody tuned in, can't wait to 8. Break fast. This podcast is one for the books. If you think the verse clean, watch out for the hook. Freeze. I heard Keys gon' spark that tip. With Lean and Frank G, you know they talk that shit. John Q and Dre know exactly what to say. The code is backcourt since Steph and Clay. Straight shooting. Subscribe, like, and share. We on every platform. I promise we everywhere. Straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting. We straight shooting.